And what it do for show, man? GJ6. And on your
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Junyer CTN. The CTN stands for Changing the Narrative. Yes, welcome here. If you are a first time guest, welcome. If you've been here, you already know what it is. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it because I feel like this episode is going to be a long episode based on what I got at the end of the episode. But then again, it may still be around the same time, but who knows until we wrap it up. So again, without further ado, today's topic is going to be, let's go. User. Okay, I'm going to let that simmer a little bit. Okay, because based on the topic, you don't know where I'm going to go with it. So again, today's topic is user. Let's jump into it. All right. To be used or not to be used? That is the question. Again, to be used or not to be used? That is the question. All right, let me go ahead and loose it up, get into it because I'm on time limit now. Okay, people are quick to point the finger, but they don't realize three is pointing back. Okay, I'm saying all this stuff to make a point, so I ain't about to keep explaining myself. Okay, so without realizing, we all are playing both sides. Both sides, which is we are users and we are being used. No matter how you look at it. So that's the dynamic of what's going on. Okay, so I'm gonna start with being used. Let's start with that first because everybody feel like they ain't users. So I'm gonna start with being used. So everybody is being used. Okay. If you don't have anything to offer anybody that's in quality, that's something that is useful, something that is worth something to somebody else, no matter what it is. If you don't have something to offer that is valuable, won't nobody deal with you. Okay? No matter what it is, it's a partnership, a job, even to some degree, a friendship. Even friends wouldn't even want to deal with you for real because at the same time, if don't nobody want to deal with you, what does that make you? That make you useless. If you are a useless person, you will know because don't nobody want to be affiliated with you. Don't no job want to take you on. You just a straight loner. You don't got nobody to call. Don't nobody call you. You just untouchable person. Everybody just wipe their hands with you. You're useless. Okay? You are a complete waste of time, waste of energy, just a waste of just wasteful. That's what you are. If you are useless. Okay? So why be mad when people tell you that you are being used? Why is that a bad thing? Because the only place that I hear that somebody feel like, oh, you're being used is in the church. When they shout out, let them use you. Let them use you. That's the only time when people hear that and then they feel good about being used. Outside of that, they feel like being used is a bad thing. Okay. So if you are being used, just make sure that your efforts is not being a waste of time. Make sure your efforts is not being unnoticed. Okay. Make sure that you are getting some kind of benefit, some kind of trade-off. What is the trade-off? Some of the trade-off could be your time. Okay. Something you giving your time, you got to be getting something in return. A lot of that comes with jobs. So I'm giving you my time. They're not about to just pay you just for showing up. Like, oh, I'm going to sit here for 8 hours doing nothing. Nah, you got to put in some work. You got to put in some energy. You got to put in some effort. They are paying you to do a particular thing. So the trade-off is going to be finance. It's going to be that money. That's the trade-off. So, and that goes into physical energy. Some physical energy could be, hey, I need help moving. Some people call their friends, their family members to help them move. That's some kind of trade-off. Okay, if you calling me to help you move, I need to be something got to give. Something got to be returned. You gonna pay me by feeding me. You gonna pay me by uh paying me. You gonna pay me. You got to be something in return. Sometimes it just can be credited because a lot of times friends and family with their time and their energy gets credited, which means, okay, I'm doing this for you now. I don't need nothing from you now, but later on in the future, I'm gonna cash that in. And then sometimes when you ask another favor, they be like, oh, why I gotta do that? That's when they throw it in their face, like, oh, remember when I did this for you? Remember when I did that for you? Exactly. So that's time and energy. Sometimes it can be your knowledge. Again, don't let your efforts go for nothing. You need some kind of benefit. It can be your knowledge. Somebody can ask you for your input or something. Somebody can help you read over something. You can help somebody do any kind of task and help them figure something out. That's your knowledge. Sometimes they know you know something, or they know that you know somebody that they can plug you into. Like, hey, you know somebody that can do this. You know somebody that can do that. Hey, you can plug me into this. Whatever kind of connections you have, that's your knowledge. Your money. Okay, you paying people, or again, that's some kind of trade-off. What are you trading? Or is your body? Sometimes it could be your body. Women, men, no, people can use you for your body. Your looks can be used. You only got this job based on your looks. You only got this opportunity based on your looks. You only got this opportunity, this job, or people approaching you based on your body or based on something. So with that being said, you are being used for something. So what are your trade-off? What is your benefits? What are you willing to give to take to give? That's on you. Okay. Again, you are being used if you know it or not. I already said that. Okay. Let me see. That's why they say know your worth. Know your worth. Know your value. Know what you're willing to give and take in any scenario, in any situation. Know your worth, know your value. Sometimes you may be willing to do this for a person. Sometimes you're willing to do that for a person based on the return. Sometimes, depending on the return, you may or may not do it. Sometimes the return could be too low. If you know your value, like, you know what, I can do that, but what you're offering me is too low. So we need to negotiate. If you want to negotiate, if you want this in return, but if you can't meet my levels, my criterias, then I probably said that word wrong, but you know what I'm saying. If you can't meet my levels, we can't come to agreement to what you want from me, then I'm not going to do it. Again, know your value, know your worth. That goes in any situation. Like again, with a job, you feel like you're doing something, you being underpaid, you don't have to be there. And you not being held with chains on your shackles and stuff on your ankles and you being bound with your hands to make you do something that you truly don't want to do in today's time unless you're in jail. Okay, your friends, your family, if they want you to do certain stuff, and if you trying to negotiate certain things, if they ain't trying to meet you where you trying to be met at, don't do it. The negotiation, the deal hasn't been made. So there you go. Keep it going. Even with partners, sometimes a man wants certain things out of their woman. Sometimes the woman want certain things out of their man. But if they not trying to give and take of what you feel like that you deserve to be or treated a certain way, and they don't want to do that, again, you're not held in no situation at all. You are free to go and do whatever you want to do, because if you was held bound to somebody, divorce wouldn't be a thing, or a breakup wouldn't be a thing. People move on and jump in talking to somebody else and faster before the sun go down. So again, what are your worth? What are you willing to give? What are you willing to take? All right. If you are not being used, I think I said this earlier, it's a lonely world for you. It's a lonely world, or it's a peaceful world. Sometimes you don't got to deal with nobody. Some people like being alone. They don't want to deal with nobody. They don't have to do nothing for nobody. They just completely off in the island by themselves. They are just free of everything. Some people like it like that. Some people want friendship, companionship, be social, got to be around people, got to talk to people, got to interact. Some people want that. Again, interacting, talking to somebody, giving them conversation. That is what's the trade-off on that, because sometimes people you want to talk and they want to talk about a topic, you don't even know what they're talking about. You don't even want to talk to them. They'll feel some type of way, like, dang, you don't want to talk to me? Again, it's like you benefit from Me standing here, you talking to me, but I feel like I'm being used. So I don't like this feeling because ain't nothing benefiting from me. So some people dip off, you know. All right, let me get back. Let me get back on track because I'm on time limit. Okay, again, don't nobody got to deal with you. Uh, again, people feel hurt being used. The only time people feel hurt being used is when they feel like they not benefiting from anything. They're not benefiting from anything in return. That's what it is. That's the only time people feel like that they're being used, because if they're being compensated on whatever it is that they're doing, they wouldn't be complaining. Or they being overly compensated and they really ain't complaining. The only time people complain like you using me, oh, you only here for this, or you only calling me for that, or you only showing up for this. Of course, it's some kind of benefit there that they're receiving, but at the same time, know your value. Make sure that you're receiving something as well. So again, did I say that? I'm gonna say that later, but I'm probably gonna say it again. But I'm gonna say it right now. Everything is not a 50-50. Somebody gonna get the better outcome, no matter what it is. Rarely it's an even trade. Even restaurants, when they sell you that burger, they sell you that meal, they're getting over on you. Yes, you're being fed for that moment, but you overpaid for the amount of money and everything they had to do to create that. It's not an even trade, no matter what the deal is. Either one of y'all gonna come out over the other. It's never 50-50. Okay. So that's why I started with that. Again, people try to make being used a bad thing, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It depends on how you look at it. If you look at it as a bad thing, it's a bad thing. But try to look at being used as a good thing. But again, know your worth. Da, da, da. Okay, the other topic, the other side of the coin. I started with being used. Now I'm gonna go with using. Everybody use somebody or use a thing. Okay, so this is being used. This is using. That's the topic. Using. Okay, who do you benefit from? Okay, get again your friends, your family, your work, your partner. You benefit in some way, somehow with everybody. If you that person that everybody just be sucking up your time and energy from, and you're not getting poured back into, then you gotta figure that out. Okay, because if you wasn't using people around you, would they still be around you? So if you benefit from everybody who I just named, in all them job titles, all them titles that people get themselves around them, what are you benefiting from them? Okay, what's the deal? What's the trade-off? Why are you with that person? Why are you at that job? Why are you talking to that friend? Why is that person your friend? Why is this person your friend? Why outside of family, like, yeah, you my family, but a lot of family don't even mess with family because of a whole lot of reasons. And sometimes people still mess with family because that's their family, but it's still a reason, like why y'all click, why y'all so tight, why the conversation, we hanging out, we chill. It's the trade-off. What is the trade-off? Okay. Da, 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 da. Are you the person that show up and do favors for everybody? So you the person that show up early mornings, late nights, showing up for people, doing everything, even you don't even want to do it, but you're showing up to do things. Okay, you doing it. But are you doing that because you feel like if I ever need this person, I know they're going to show up for me, or they better show up for me because I'm going out my way for them. So that's a degree of using. You not doing it out of the kindness of your heart. You not going out your way looking out for people that you really care for just because you just want to do that? Or are you doing that because if I ever need you or you ever need me, this is on reserve. This is I lack of better terms, I'm gonna just put it on the archives. I'm gonna save this. So if I ever need you, remember this, okay? Da, 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 da. Or is everything always the excuse? Do people show up for you? You go out for them. You go out your way for them. You do things for them. You let them stay at your crib. You let them use your car. You loan them money. You do stuff. Do all, no matter what the favor may be. And then so when it's time to cash in, when it's your turn, is it always an excuse? Is it this showed up, I can't do it this day or this and that? And you've been showing up for people all the time. So it's like now you did so much for somebody and they can't never show up for you. That's the time when people cut people off. That's the time when them scissors come out or the machete, whatever, you don't deal with them no more. It's almost like, okay, well, they got over on you. So they be like, whatever, they ain't talking to me no more. I don't care because they got over on you. You didn't get the chance to recoup your time, your energy, your money, whatever it may be. You say, I'm going to cut you off until you repay me or you return whatever I feel like I'm lost, at least make me feel good and make me whole. I'm done with you. I'm cool with you. I'd rather just take my losses. That's the people that get mad. They get the chance to recoup. You were being used, but you was trying to use somebody and you didn't get the opportunity to use them back. Now you're bad. But if you was doing stuff out of the kindness of your heart, you never was get mad. Okay. So what does that tell? What does that tell you? Do people really care about you, or are people a tool in your toolbox until you're ready to use them? I'm cool with you because of this reason. I'm cool with you because of that reason. Sometimes things can bring people together. We cool. I'm cool with you because we both play football together. We both be at the Y playing basketball. And I know you a good player, so I want you on my team. We met because of music, so we connect during that. We met because we was doing construction, whatever the reason may be. There's reasons why people are meeting, reason why people are cool. People can go beyond that, but it's nevertheless, if we're not doing something, we're not interacting, we ain't making money together, we ain't making moves together, we not benefiting from each other whatsoever, are that person going to be around? Or are they just a tool in your toolbox? Okay. Uh Again, nothing is 50-50. So really take into account of why people are in your life or why you are in people's life. What is the trade-off? What is the benefit? Because very rarely, and I'll leave kids out of this because kids don't got nothing to do with this topic whatsoever. It's a reason why you with that person because of their looks, because of what they do for you, they show up for you, or they put in work, or they didn't put in work, or you was just thirsty, or they just want to show you off, or they just feel like you just a notch on their belt, or this your friend because if they not your friend, they'll be your enemies, or they good with connections, they cool with everybody, they know where all the spots at. Like, or I knew this person since high school, but it's a whole lot of people knew since high school. I'm out of time that you just ain't you ain't talking to like that. I know you, but I don't know you. I know of you. I see you around, but we ain't tight like that. We ain't cool like that. Or you was my coworker, so we kind of help the day go by at work. We was talking cool. We got cool at work, and probably we was so cool at work that outside of work we got cool like that. Until somebody do something that step on your toes and cross you, that you feel like, you know what, I don't move like that. Or they move a certain way, or some people be cool with people, be like, you know what, you as an individual, you are cool, but the way how you move, I don't move like that, but that don't got nothing to do with me. So they feel like, you know what, that's them. And people like, oh, birds together, flock together. And they be like, no, that ain't me. That's them. But it's so many scenarios. I'm out of time, so I ain't even gonna break it down. But if you are standing next to a criminal and the crime go down and the witness point out, I seen that person and that person there, and you talking about that wasn't me, I didn't do that, you guilty by association. You was there, you got spotted. That's how I go. If you girl, dude, you a hoe, you a thought, you a bopper, you a home wrecker, you all these things, and you rocking with somebody who is that, and you ain't that, and y'all always together, always out. People just gonna naturally assume you are like that too. Or some people be, oh, this person stand up person, this person a stand up girl, stand up guy. They always out of trouble. They mind their business, and then somebody who is messed up, doing messing up stuff, and they standing next to the person who got good characteristics about themselves, they automatically like, oh, they gotta be cool because they cool. So I'm cool with you, and I know how this person right, and they affiliated with you, so you gotta be cool. Just by association, it be like that. So you can look at it in a negative way, you can look at it in a positive way. So it's all about, again, it's all about the surroundings you keep. I feel like for me, I know people from both sides. I got family members from both sides. So I got, know people that know how to do a little bit of this, and people know how to do a little bit of that, people that's out the way, people that's in the way, no matter how you do. So who you gonna be spotted and being reviewed as? I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in circles, but you get what I'm saying. So again, are you a user or are you being used? 9 times out of 10, you probably are both. But if you feel like ain't nobody using me, I use everybody, or you feel like I don't use nobody, everybody use me, or you just feel like you on an island off to yourself, they're just on you. At the end of the day, or make sure it's an even trade-off so you don't feel like you're being cheated. So when things ever end, somebody ever, whatever life may happen, life be life, and you don't feel like you got the bad end of the stick. At least make sure, at least it's kind of figured out. A lot of people so quick to try to F over other people, and then they end up playing themselves. Sometimes you play a person, they weren't even never trying to play you, and you played yourself. Sometimes people, you don't feel like they playing you, they slowly eating away at you like a pesticide, slowly using you, and next thing you know, you look up, the damage done. It's so far beyond repair. Hey. But anyway, just like any other episode, I showed y'all the books that I read. This the last one I had read right here. So this was pretty cool because they definitely talked about the cities, like dude from Chicago, but I'm in Ohio, so they name cities like Cleveland, Akron, Toledo, Lima. So I was like, whoa, so they was really moving in them cities in Ohio back in the day. So like them just some places, but of course, if you ever read the book, they talk about other places, but I really felt like, dude was in the stomping grounds in Cleveland, Akron, Toledo, Lima, like I said, and that was pretty cool. I said, wow. And it's based on a true story. So I like things like that. That's somebody actually writing their life out and be like, wow, this really happened. So that's just something. So the Life of Currency link is in the description. Order this book. You are going to like it. You like money, then you're going to like this book. Part 2, The Life of Currency, More Than a Bill, because people love the first book so much. I had to continue writing, and they definitely enjoy this better than the second book. Better than the first book, what I have been told. No one's safe, everyone drinks. The minimum of 3 players for maximum fun. I guarantee you're going to like it. You're going to love it. You are going to have a ball. Full of laughs, full of giggles, full of good times, memorable times. And again, link is in the description. Who knows is not what you know. It's not who you know, it's what you know. You already know. Minimum of 2 players. This game right here, you definitely going to have fun. Already know. Again, minimum of 2 players. No matter who you play with, at least make sure the player know how to do basic things. That's all I'm going to say. Link is in the description. Order today, order today, order today. So, again, just like any other song, if the song you heard at the beginning, don't forget to rate the song about beat, lyrics, overall song. And, I'll be trying to do a little bit of different things with the episode. So the things I've been tweaking, if you like it, give a thumbs up. If you feel like better, put it back to how it was. And it may, I'm trying to make sure I'm an entertainer. I make sure you are being entertained. Are you being entertained? Yes or no? Why or in? Let me know. If this good, then it's not. Let a person know. Sometimes people can go off and do other things. But if you enjoy the content that I'm creating, it don't hurt to write something in the comment section. Go ahead, share, like, subscribe, do all those good things. Until next time, I'm over and out. Until next time, over and out.
And what it do for show, man? GJ6. And know your black A, and know your black I, and know your black S, and know your black T, and know your black O, and know your black R, and know your black Y. Know your black history, and H, and I, and S, and T, and O, and R, and Y. Know your black history, and H, and I. Gonna start way back in the slavery days, when every time it broke, we done start freeing the slaves. The Underground Railroad really wasn't on track. Matter of fact, it was secret talk for them to get back home. Now let's jump into the Little Rock now, when the kids is bond from going to school at that time. Brown versus Border education. Third good martial side with us so we can all have an equal nation. While Ali was fighting his way through, let them see they want to discover a breakthrough, as well as Washington Carver. And that dude ready to race, Jesse Owens at the starter. Year 8, Murray coming out with the gas mask. Louis Armstrong filling the world up with jazz. Jackie Robinson sliding the home plate, while Malcolm X disappearing without a trace. D'Angelo, you know she's the talented boss. Oprah Winfrey shooting free like she Michael Jordan. Spike Lee on the same field, Tiger Woods, while Jesse Jackson still doing good for the hood. Bessie Coleman is the first of black American pilots. Even though she had to leave the country to get her license. To ski the airmen, they all were friends. I bet they wishing on the day they could fly again. Rosa Parks said down in 1955. MLK walked in 63. Barack Obama ran in 08. And sometime in the future we might fly someday.